Hi guys, this is Mark. Welcome back to the truck. Today we're going to discuss, do you buy a franchise or do you become an independent tool dealer? There's pros and cons to both, so let's get into it. So a couple weeks ago in my community tab, I did a poll asking if you were going to get into the business of selling tools, who would you go with or how would you do it? Now I listed these as in the order of Snap-on, Matco, Mac, Cornwell, and Independent. And each one, from top to bottom, Snap-on being the most expensive, Independent being the cheapest. I was kind of surprised at the results. 96 people that participated. Snap-on came in at 19%, Matco 14%, Mac 10%, Cornwell 13%, and starting out as an independent, 45%. That's actually surprising to me. I thought Snap-on would probably be the highest out of all these. So you want to get into selling tools. So let's take a look at the pros and cons. First off, brand recognition is very important. To have a name on the side of your truck is very powerful. So if that name is Snap-on, Matco, Mac, Cornwell, those names are very powerful. When a technician sees a truck like that pull in, they already know the tools are very well made. When you roll in as an independent, they don't know who you are. That brand recognition carries more weight than an independent. Now, independents can actually join this thing called Gear Wrench Street Team, where you guys might have seen it. There's some trucks out there that have the Gear Wrench logo on the side. That gives that independent guy some type of brand recognition, which is good because when guys see Gear Wrench on the side, they can say, oh, I know that's a good quality tool. And they'll come out to the truck and take a look around. You do have to remember though, when you see a Gear Wrench truck, that truck is still an independent distributor. He's not a franchise. So let's talk money. What does it cost? I'm going to say to start up as an independent costs less money than to start as a franchise. But in the long run, your mistakes that you're going to make as an independent are going to be more probably than if you're a franchise. And the reason why is you have no support. And we'll talk about support later. The reason why it's going to be more money to start off as a franchise, the franchise has parameters that they want you to meet. They want you to have X amount of money in the bank. They want you to have a certain type of tool truck. And they're going to want you to have X amount of inventory on the truck your first day out. As an independent, you can sell out of the back of your pickup truck if you really wanted to, or an older tool truck. Now you have to remember, yes, you can get an older truck, but if that truck breaks down in the first 2 or 3 weeks, that's the worst thing that can happen to a new guy going out on the road. You always have to take that into consideration. It's going to be a little bit more money because the franchise are going to have franchise fees. So every year you're going to have to pay a fee. Where an independent, there are no fees. And if you're a street team dealer, there are no fees because you're not a franchise. Let's talk about training and support. Like we mentioned, there is no training when you're an independent. You have no help. The only help that you can possibly get is if you know another distributor that is willing to help you out. Now, Gear Wrench, even though they have that program called Street Team, there's still no help. You are on your own. You are a true independent. As a franchise, you get to go to training for roughly 2 weeks, wherever your training might be. So you go 2 weeks, you go down, you get trained on your point of sales, how to write extended loans. You know, they just go over everything from what it takes to run that tool truck from front bumper to rear bumper. As an independent, like I said, there's no training. Even after school, when you're done with your schooling and you go your first day on the road, you're going to have a trainer with you again. People are going to be coming on the truck and there's going to be things that come up that you don't know how to handle. And that trainer's going to be there to guide you through these so you know in the future how to handle it. As an independent, when guys come on the truck, you're going to have to figure it out. If you're not one that can figure out problems, this can hurt your business because guys might think, hey, he really doesn't know what he's doing. Why should I deal with him? And also, after your training, you're going to have monthly meetings probably with a district manager from your franchise. If you have a good district manager, you have no problems in the world then, because I was lucky. I had a really good district manager. When I was having the worst days, I would call him up and, he'd talk me off the cliff basically. When you're an independent, you don't have that. There's a lot to say about having the training from your franchise. Let's talk about setting up a route. So to set up a route as an independent, you're going to have to go out and survey all your routes, meaning you're going to have to go to every single shop, Now, I would say to do this without your truck. Go to every single shop, go in, meet with the owner, meet with the shop foreman or the manager, and sell yourself why they should let you come in, because they don't know who you are. You cannot ride on the name on the side of your truck, because the name on the side of your truck is just your name. It's not Snap-on, it's not Mac, it's not Macco, it's not Cornwell. As a franchise, this is all done for you before you even get out of school. Your district manager will go out and he'll seed all the shops, he'll set your route up, he'll have it all done for you. So when you get back from training, your first week back from training, you're out on the road and you know exactly where to go. You have all your shops already set up. With a franchise, they're only going to let you have so many shops, or what we they call head count, meaning if there's 5 guys in the shop, that's 5 head count. The next shop has 5, so that's 10 altogether. The head count usually can go up to about 350, I believe, for most franchises. As an independent, you can have 400 guys, you can have 500 guys, whatever it is, as long as you can get to everybody. That's the nice part about that, because since you're an independent, you can go anywhere you want. If you want to skip 5 shops in a row and go to shop number 7 down the road, you can do that. Where a franchise, they're going to make you go to all these shops, even if they're no good or whatever. You have to go to all these shops and you have to attempt to sell to all these guys. All right, let's look at buying tools. When you enter into your franchise agreement, your agreement is that you will buy tools from your franchisee and you're going to promote their brand, which there's nothing wrong with that. You signed up as a franchise. As an independent, you deal with multiple warehouses. So what that does is, I'll call it warehouse 1 and 2 and 3, or maybe 4, get prices on a tool, and I'll purchase from the lowest guy. I can come in under all my competitors in selling tools, which if you are, well priced and a good distributor, you're going to be very desirable for people to come in to buy tools from you. So basically you have the freedom to buy from whoever you want. So this was just 5 points of what is better, franchise or independent. And I'm sure we could go through this and really find more points to check of what, could be better or what could be worse. So the question really boils down to now, since we went over just these 5, is what is better, being an independent or starting up with a franchise? And to really answer that question fairly, it really boils down to you, because I can't tell you what is best for you. You might be a guy that can go out and find these shops and talk to people very easily. You're very computer knowledge and you've already been in sales and you know a little bit a point of sales system works. And then there's other guys who might not ever been in any of that, and all they did maybe was being a mechanic, and all they did was turn wrenches. And one day say, you know what, I want to sell tools. I know tools, but I don't know the business side of it. They might be better off going as a franchise. So when it really boils down to it, you have to make that personal decision. When I like it when I go online and I see guys that say, hey, I'm thinking about selling tools. I want to get into the tool business. Who should I go with? Or what should I do? Should I be an independent? Should I be a franchise? What should I do? How is anybody going to answer that question? They don't know you. It is really up to you. Guys, thanks for stopping by. Please have a great day.